Absolute madness broke out backstage when Lamont Roach allegedly swung on Gervonta Tank Davis at a boxing event, and it all traces back to their canceled lightweight showdown. Yes, that same fight that was locked in for March 1st and was expected to be Tank's final bout before retirement. At the very last moment, Davis called it off, and Lamont clearly wasn't willing to accept that. What followed behind the scenes was pure disorder, and the entire boxing world is still buzzing. Let's walk through exactly how everything unraveled.
Right there. Just like that. Thank you, guys.
Shit.
Alright, guys. Turn out and face together, please. Right in front, right here. Easy work, man. Come on, together, please. Just show back to the back.
Here's how the situation escalated. Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis unexpectedly ran into each other backstage at a private boxing function. At first, people nearby assumed it was just standard pre-fight banter. You know how it goes, fighters exchanging words, stirring up hype, and keeping the spotlight on themselves. Lamont was firing off verbal shots at Tank, matching energy with energy, when suddenly Davis dropped a statement that completely shifted the tone of the encounter.
What changed? What made you?
This shit is trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Amado.
Gervonta, something should have happened during the time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might regain the love for it, though? You never know.
Out of nowhere, Tank reportedly dismissed Lamont with a cold, cutting remark, saying he wasn't interested in fighting someone he viewed as irrelevant. That single line sent shockwaves through the boxing community. In one sentence, Davis made it clear he no longer saw Roach as a worthy opponent, and that level of disrespect didn't sit well at all.
That Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is. It goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people. It don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis. But
Davis stayed calm and almost indifferent, acting as if Lamont didn't even deserve to share the same space with him. That attitude flipped a switch. What started as verbal sparring instantly turned into raw, unchecked anger. Lamont's mood changed completely, and the tension shot through the roof. At first, people around them tried to brush it off, thinking it was still part of the usual fight promotion antics. But then it became obvious this was different. Lamont's expression shifted from focus to fury. After months of preparation and sacrifice, he wasn't about to let that level of disrespect slide. Without hesitation, Roach lunged toward Davis, fists flying, and chaos erupted across the room.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
Things spiraled fast. Both fighters' entourages rushed in, turning the altercation into a massive mess. Punches were thrown from multiple directions as security scrambled to regain control. The air was thick with aggression, and it was clear this wasn't going to end quietly. What started between two men quickly became an all-out backstage fight involving both camps.
Beat his ass for y'all talking.
Shit, wait.
For real. So I better be quiet.
don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
We got the whole hood over there, Tank.
Like, twist it up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I can't. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
It took several security guards to finally separate the fighters, and even then, they still had to pull apart the crews before the situation exploded further. The scene looked unreal, like something ripped straight from a movie. Lamont was still visibly furious, but beyond the chaos, the bigger story was just beginning. To understand why this mattered so much, you have to look at who Gervonta Davis is in the sport right now.
Rip him out.
Oh my God.
Work.
Kick his ass.
All the way up. Work. Get up there, come on. Jump. I'm jumping. There you go, jump. Come on, jump. There you go, jump, Come on. Come on, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the beginning.
When the March 1st fight between Tank and Lamont Roach was announced, fans were immediately locked in. Roach was hungry, motivated, and ready for the biggest opportunity of his career. On paper, it looked like a perfect matchup, two fighters in their prime, both coming off strong performances, both chasing legacy and recognition.
From DC, my whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you,
they gonna celebrate with me.
Don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't say, bro.
That's cap. What I'm about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
somebody lying.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah, somebody lying.
Hey.
Somebody lying.
Hey.
Okay, Tank.
But there was a major twist looming in the background. Davis had been openly talking about retirement for a while. It wasn't a rumor anymore. Tank had made it clear that walking away from boxing was something he was seriously considering.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. You know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble. And
Still, no one expected it to happen this soon, especially not while he's still dominating the division. So when Davis suddenly hinted that time was running out, it caught fans and insiders completely off guard.
Turn things over to you, Tank. This is a huge fight for the DMV area. Does that add a little extra motivation, him being from DC, from Baltimore, going into this fight?
not really. Like, I've been coming up and coming to DC like for a minute since I was young, so I don't really see like, you know, like the.
It's more so for the crowd. It ain't necessarily between me and him, DC, Baltimore, but like for the crowd, it definitely is. As a area thing, it is.
Now, Tank, Roach said earlier today that, you know, he feels like the guys that you've knocked out recently don't have a chin. What's your response to that?
We gotta test his chin out. Come watch the first.
We ain't on that. Motherfuckers don't hit me.
What's your reaction to that, Lamont? You said, you know, you feel like guys.
That's what we gonna be in there for. He same thing he gonna try to test. I'm gonna try to test.
You say my post, right?
You said which one?
Well, I told you to leave the kids home.
My son gonna be front and center.
How I'm going, I'm trying to get so much out this and get away from it. Like, I have a house on an island. Y'all won't see me again type shit. Like, that's how I'm trying to beat. I'm trying to beat all this type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around this too much longer. I don't even want the spotlight. Y'all can have it.
You could say it would have been the ideal way to end things, leaving the sport at the peak and walking away on his own terms, right?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that is installed in me. There's loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them.
Then came the real shock. Just weeks before fight night, Davis abruptly canceled the bout. No long explanation, no gradual buildup, just a sudden decision that left everyone stunned.
You know, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate. Listen, man, life is about planning. Yeah. And if anything, consider that a part of his plan. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what he's trying to do before he gets out of here. You know, at the same time, like Terrence, for instance, I don't talk to Terrence about retirement. He'll ask me sometimes like, how you feel, how is that kind of stuff. I try not to be overly excited about it. I'm excited as heck to be retired. But when it comes to Terrence, it's my boy. What I can is put bugs in his ear, in his head about wanting to be retired, because I know once the closer you get to wanting to be there, the closer you are to there and further away from actual competition, you know. So Tank, you know, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate.
Fans were confused, disappointed, and frustrated, and Lamont Roach felt it the hardest.
Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, you know, I'm going to just take advantage of it and show him why he shouldn't have said that, or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
Roach had dedicated months to training, promoting the fight, and mentally preparing for the biggest moment of his career. Now all of that effort was left hanging with no clear direction forward.
Be his ass.
Can't do shit, boy.
For real. I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
Got the whole hood over there, Tank.
Like, twist it up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Here's the thing. Lamont Roach is a professional fighter, and like most fighters, pride is everything. This opportunity meant the world to him. He had poured endless hours into the gym, sharpening his body and mindset, fully committed to the biggest fight he'd ever had. When Davis pulled out at the last second, that patience finally snapped.
One of the things that's happened to me over the years is rapping gets harder, but rhyming gets easier. If that makes any sense.
Not only was the fight gone, but Lamont felt embarrassed in front of fans and the media. Rumors spread instantly. People questioned why Davis backed out and whether he was avoiding a real challenge. For Roach, it felt like blatant disrespect. In boxing, reputation is everything, and Lamont wasn't willing to let his name be brushed aside. That frustration boiled over, leading directly to the backstage confrontation.
They talking, but you know I get. You know I gonna 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 get. I'm a machine. A real machine. You know I gonna get. A real.
Some people wondered if the whole thing was staged for attention, but it didn't look like an act. Lamont appeared genuinely furious, while Davis seemed caught off guard by the intensity of Roach's reaction. Tank may have thought canceling the fight would end the conversation, but instead, it ignited a fire.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, it's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability. But he can fight. I don't think it's a huge fight, but not a terrible one.
For Lamont, this was a turning point. A moment that could define his career. Was throwing a punch the smartest move? Probably not. But in a sport built on respect and dominance, it sent a loud message. Roach took a massive risk going after one of boxing's biggest stars, but it worked. People started paying attention.
Would you consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends? Probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
True. Okay.
So what happens next? For Lamont, this incident might actually open doors. His name is everywhere now, and fans are talking. Whether people support him or criticize him, they can't ignore him. As for Gervonta Davis, things get more complicated. With retirement on the table and controversy swirling, questions aren't going away anytime soon.
Bro, yeah, I know, but I don't want to do him crazy because he's on the come up. So I don't want,
But big bro the little so you gotta give him his
stay, you know what I mean? I would wild out because he tried to do that with the Floyd shit. Just, stay in shape, young champ. Stay in the gym.
Was the fight canceled to avoid a dangerous opponent, or was it purely personal? Whatever the reason, Davis will have to answer for it eventually. This backstage clash has only intensified the spotlight.
I'm gonna slap this when I see him.
Why is that, Tay?
I'm gonna really slap this shit up. I see him.
Teofimo?
Yeah.
What you think about Teofimo calling you and Crawford a brother?
I just said what I said.
Do you think his demeanor gonna change if he get in front of you?
Yeah, cause they all put. You see what Keyshawn said when I said what I said on Twitter and try to provoke him. He don't like when people call him bitch. What I call him? To provoke him to do something. He ain't come with that same energy. He called me a problem because I'm light skinned. Yeah, I bet. No. Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football.
As expected, social media went into overdrive. Fans flooded platforms with opinions, some applauding Lamont for standing up for himself, others questioning Tank's decision to walk away. One thing is undeniable: Lamont Roach is no longer just another name on the card. He's proven he's willing to stand toe-to-toe with the biggest stars in the sport. Whether these two finally settle it in the ring or continue trading shots through the media, this story is far from finished. Drop your thoughts below. Was Lamont justified, or did Tank make the right call? Like, share, and subscribe for more boxing drama. We'll see you in the next one.